Hey y'all, hey lovelies. Ooh, it's been a long week. Ooh. But I made it. It's Friday night. I'm about to party, and when I say I'm about to party, that means I'm about to watch TV and go to bed. Don't judge me. This is the weekly tea. This is where I, Tara LaShawn, I come to you guys and I tell you about what's been going on this week, okay? I'm tell you about me personally. I have been drained, okay? It has been triple digit heat here. And I'm like, ugh. That's a shame when you walk out the house and you feel like you're only outside for like 30 seconds and you're like, I need to go back inside because I just sweated out my clothes for the day. It's hot in Texas, y'all. It is hot. And that I'm going through a lot of changes with work, part-time job. With work, we're changing over. We're about to basically be a call center or whatever. Let me stop. I don't want to tell too much about that. But I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. It's just been a lot of crazy stuff. My dad is sick again. A lot of crazy stuff. So y'all, just when you send a prayer up for tea, because I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to just be cool, calm, and collective. And today my doctor was like, honey, you need to go home. I don't have tea today, I have water, because she's like, you're dehydrated, you need to go home, you need to rest, you're exhausted, she's like, you just look exhausted. And I was like, okay, doctor's orders. Like, hey, boss, my doctor said I can't come to work today. Let me stop. If I call somebody on accident hair calling. Yeah, still long hair, don't care. But yeah, let's get into what's been going on this week. So I got water this week, y'all. Couldn't do tea. Which the weight loss tea is working. So, but on to that. I wish someone would have got some camera footage of this. Okay, I gotta go all the way back to last week, okay? A part of last week, part of this week, so y'all bear with me, okay? Oh, why couldn't somebody have recorded it? George Zimmerman got punched in the face. Yes. Okay, I know that may not be right, and I know so like that's so not Christian like, but we with you, girl, yeah. Boom. But like Dylan Roof last week, he got beat up in jail or whatever, and he killed the 9 people in the church after he prayed with them for an hour. Ridiculous. And we all know George Zimmerman. He shot Trayvon Martin, and he claims it was in self-defense. And you shot a child. I mean, come on now. You're a grown man. You shot a child. But this guy has just been like so irritating, such a plague, just everywhere. And he boasts about being George Zimmerman who killed Trayvon Martin, and that's what was happening. He was in a restaurant, and it was he was talking to this guy about his tattoo or whatever, and the guy asked him, he's like, you look familiar, aren't you? You're that guy, right? And he's like pulling out his driver's license, like, yeah, I'm that guy. Yeah, I shot Trayvon Martin. And this other guy is listening, and he walks up and he's like, and you're bragging about that? He's like, didn't I tell you to get the up out of here? And I'm like, whoa. I'm reading the article like, ooh, like, where's my popcorn? Like, can we get the video? I would love to see the video. But George Zimmerman, he got punched in the face, and he called 911 talking about, man, this guy punched me, and he's threatening to kill me. I think you need to send about 3 or 4 cops. Excuse me. I'm like, no, that's karma, and that's just the beginning of your karma. I'm like, people are gonna stop. I wouldn't even if I accidentally shot someone breaking into my home, into my house, I wouldn't brag. I wouldn't brag about it if I took any life, rather purposely, accidentally, whatever. I wouldn't be bragging. Though let me get this straight too. I do not predict in the future any of that happening with me, okay? I'm just saying, for George Zimmerman to get off and everything from the charges and escape, he should really be somewhere secluded, sitting down, shutting up. But he has just been like just all everywhere selling the gun, and I'm like, who would want to buy the gun? But some crazy person bought it. He's just been everywhere, and it's like he turned into an overnight celebrity for killing an unarmed teenager. So I'm kind of glad he got punched in the face. I mean, I know a lot of people that would love to punch him in the face, me included, with a baseball bat and a brick and a sock with a lock. You know, I'm just saying. But he's just irritating. He's irritating. I don't even want to talk about him no more. And then there's Zimmerman 2.0. This guy, Chad Copley. Okay, so Sunday, he calls the police and he's like, there are a bunch of hoodlums out here racing. And it's pretty much very similar to George Zimmerman. See, this is just how toxic Zimmerman is. And this guy is like a little neighborhood watchman too. And he told him that he told the dispatcher that he had fired a warning shot and someone was hit. Well, of course they're like, okay, if I were you, I mean, he told them, he's like, send the police. And they're like, okay, we're going to send the police, chill out. So he's 39 and he ends up shooting a 20-year-old unarmed kid who was coming home from a party. His name Corinne Thomas, and I hope I'm saying his first name right. But yeah, they're holding him without bond right now, charged with murder, and it's just this is just a horrible world. And it's kind of like you really have to be careful just for nothing. And I'm sad. I'm sick of people losing their lives over nonsense. And I'm sick of all the killings and the brutality and then innocent police officers. I'm sick of everyone innocent dying. I'm just really sick of it, okay? I'm disgusted by just the slaying of innocent lives, okay? And that's where I stand on it. I'm tired of it, and it's so sad. And you want to reach out to, your heart goes out to the families. Oh, okay. Let me talk about something else before I get emotional. Okay, Lil Bow Wow, Shad Moss, he was in the news last week talking about that he was mixed. He was like, I don't understand the whole Black Lives Matter and the whole civil rights movement and any of that because, hey, I'm not even black, I'm mixed. And his mom came out and she's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's mixed. So he announces this week he's retiring from hip hop, and we're like, okay, me personally, I was like, and you announced this, why? Like, I'm looking at my Twitter, I'm like, he's good. Okay, and when was the last time you had a song out? I don't recall anything with Marion, like back when I was in college, when I was at T-Dub. Yep. I'm like, I don't remember anything he's done lately. So I'm like, stop. So I'm like, who cares? I'm like, really? Why are you announcing this? You just want to be in the news, so you just announce this because you think that's gonna save you from you saying, oh, I'm not black. But anyway, then later on this week, Lil Romeo, he got on Instagram and he was like saying about the little feud that was going on, and he was like, as kids we should have worked together, we should have toured together, we should have made more movies together. And he's like, a funny thing is, I never looked at Bow Wow, I never looked at you as competition, and he was like, once upon a time you was like my big brother, and although we had different views, I mean, you inspired me. And he's like, my pops always told me to give people their roses when they can smell them. So, he was just reaching out to say that, because I really didn't pay attention because they were like younger and I was like way beyond that music level by that time when they came out. So, I mean, I never was a big Bow Wow fan until he like did that one song, Let Me Hold. He did like 3 songs. The one with Sierra, the Let Me Hold You song, and that might be it. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I never was a big Bow Wow fan, and I really wasn't a big follower of Little Romeo because I was following Master P and C Murder and Silk the Shocker and Snoop Dogg and the No Limit people, and I mean, it just didn't do it for me. So, oh well. But he's retiring. It's hot. I'm dehydrated. And speaking of hot and dehydrated, Portia Williams, Real Housewife of Atlanta star. She has a lingerie line, and she is on Dish Network with Ricky Smiley. So y'all know who Portia Williams is. Portia, she calls herself the Princess of Thoughtness, whatever. She was married to Cordell. Anyway, she fainted this week in a mall parking lot, and so they rushed her to the hospital and everything. They couldn't find anything wrong with her. And so the first thing when I saw it, I thought, this girl's dehydrated. She is hot. I'm sure if it's hot in Texas, it's hot in Atlanta too. I'm like, she gonna fell out. She exhausted, something. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking like nothing negative about her, okay? And they still don't know what's wrong with her. She's fainted before. And I want to say it was like her blood sugar was off or something. I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me. But yeah, she's fainted before, so it's kind of really serious, and they need to kind of find out what's wrong with her. But she's at home. People reported she's at home. She's recovering. She's doing fine. She's taking it easy, which is good. But they still don't know the cause of why she fainted. And earlier reports said it may have been to lack of her eating. And I'm like, okay. And I can testify to that too. When you get busy, sometimes, yes, you forget to eat. I know it sounds stupid, but it happens. It happens. You'll be doing so much. You'll have so much on your mind. You will literally forget to eat. And I can speak for me personally. I will be running around my part-time, just going haywire, and what I'm drinking is energy drinks, which my doctor has told me time and time again, if you don't put that full throttle down, if you don't put that Red Bull down. And I'm like, okay, I understand. That's why I'm sitting here drinking water now. Yeah, but you're ripping and running, and then once I finish with that, I'm either at the station or I'm at home in my office, and I'm like, okay, what we gonna do with this? What we gonna do with it? With the experience? What we gonna do with the men's gospel? You're running back and forth. You got thoughts going through your head, family calling you. This is going on. Gotta check on my brother. Gotta check on my sister. Make sure parents okay. You will just literally just get so wound up in everything that you're doing. You will forget to just stop and eat. Or you'll just pick up like a candy bar or chips or something that's real easy and eat. So it's really easy. It happens. But, I hope she's okay. I wish her a speedy recovery and, chill out, But Toni Braxton, she's in the news, not because of Birdman, but she says that her son is no longer showing signs of having autism, and she really is happy. That's a good thing, because she does have an autistic son, her firstborn son. Speaking of kids, R. Kelly is dating a 19-year-old. And I'm like, y'all give it up for R. Kelly. Okay, he moving up in age, okay? He not dating 14 and 15-year-olds and peeing on 14-year-old girls anymore. I'm sorry. I will admit, I watched the sex tape. It freaks. I only watched like 10 minutes of it on a link that was sent to me, and I was disgusted because I said, that she's not even young enough to have hairs on her kitty cat. I said, that is a child, and I am not into child I'm not into pornography at all, but I was just nosy and wanted to see what was going on, if that was him in the tape. That was him, so he needs to stop lying. But he moved on to somebody that at least is age appropriate. She can't drink or anything, but hey, at least she's 19. And I'm just like, I don't care as long as he's not out there with because I do believe something was going on with him and Aaliyah. Even if you watch the Aaliyah movie, that piss poor excuse for a movie that Lifetime put out, that Wendy Williams, yes, Wendy, I'm gonna take your job, Williams, I'm gonna take your job one day, I'm claiming it, produced. It even showed that they had a little something going on, you know. And she was what, 15, 14, 15? Yeah, he likes them young. But you know, at least she 19. That's all I can say. I ain't even gonna get on that. And then what's this, Drea Kelly, his ex-wife, she's mad at Moni Love because Moni Love on the radio, and she mentioned something about her and the kids, and she's like, don't be bringing me and my kids into this with him. So I'm like, I'm whatever. Yeah, rest in peace, John Sanders, ESPN anchor. He was 61. He died this week. Heart goes out to his family as well. They don't know the cause of death as of yet, but he passed this week, 61. Yeah. Oh, let's get to politics. Oh my goodness. Okay. So last week, Malaya was at Lollapalooza twerking, which I don't think she was twerking. I think she was just trying to dance. She was just doing like a little awkward shake. It wasn't like her butt. People were making it sound like the girl was in the 2 Live Crew video, like her face down, her butt was in the air, she was like making it clap. No, she was just dancing awkwardly, like I would dance if I had to go out and dance somewhere. I would dance very awkwardly. And you know, people blew up about that, and then they're like, well, she wasn't at the Democratic convention, and you know, and she wasn't this. And I'm like, the girl's getting ready to go off to school. So all of a sudden now, this little 9-second video clip comes out of her smoking something, and they're saying, oh, she was smoking weed. And some bystanders like, yeah, it was weed. I kind of looked real close. I'm like, it looks like a Black and Mild. So okay, she's smoking a Black and Mild cigar. That's what it looks like, because it looked like it had a tip at the end, the little white tip, and then the brown and the tip. So I'm like, it looks like she's smoking a cigar. It really doesn't look like she's smoking a doobie. To me, it does not look like she's smoking a doobie or a blunt. It looks like she's smoking a Black and Mild with a tip on the end. Maybe I don't know much about illegal marijuana smoking. I don't, but I don't think that they make them out of Black and Milds to have the tip on the end. I don't know. I'll ask some of my male friends, you know, but I don't think so. But it just looked like she was just, to me, it looked like she was smoking a cigar. But of course, people went to, oh, this is what we got in the White House, and oh, you know, people were coming down on her, and then people came to her rescue. And oh my goodness, I love Chris Rock. Chris Rock was like, you better watch out, because this may lead you to either winning 12 gold medals in the Olympics, or either you can become president of the United States. DJ Khaled came out. DJ Khaled, all I do is win. DJ Khaled came out, and he was like, man, that girl been cooped up in the White House for 8 years. Let her live. Talking about get it. Let her live a little. So I'm like, she's just, like I said last week, I'm sure President Obama and Michelle Obama sat down and had to talk with her about image and what, you know, what you do will reflect in the media, because you don't have the luxury of being a regular person going out. People are always going to be watching you. I'm sure they had the conversation with her, you know, but I'm sure she really, I mean, she's 18. We have, oh my gosh, it irritates me when people act like they have never been young, or they've never done something silly, or never just did crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. When I was 18, I can't talk about her, because when I was 18 and I went to college, once again, T-Dub, and I went to college, I'm putting some beans out there. My freshman year, my first semester was the party It was the party. That was the party. I calmed down the rest of college until like the beginning of the first semester of my senior year, because I had about 3 semesters as a senior. Yeah, took me a little bit longer. Don't judge me. Some of y'all ain't. Okay, but yeah, because I was so excited. I was so excited to get away from home, and I had that freedom, and I was out, and luckily, when I got to school, I ran into some people I knew from high school. I ran into some people I knew from just around the way that I had been to school with previously that I just knew. I ran into what I call the other half of my Pisces symbol, Nicole. I ran into her, and me and her, we hit it off at orientation. I was hitting it off with people, and we just all started hanging out, and we would be at parties, and my mom would call me on my cell phone. I'd be like, hey, back then it was a flip phone. Don't judge me, I had flip phones too. And she'd be like, hey, what you doing? You know, nothing, I'm just sitting here on campus. I would be in Dallas, around the corner from her. We were like, yay, we go to our little parties and stuff. But the most important thing was I still got my work done, and I graduated. And then, oh gosh, when I linked up with me and Tracy and Johanna hooked up, oh, y'all know. Tracy, you know about the road trips. You know about the road trips. We was hitting the road. We was all over Texas, okay? Okay, so, got out there and we lived a little, but we were safe. We were responsible, okay? There was only one time where there wasn't responsibility, and I don't care to tell that story right now. But I'll save that for an awareness month. But yeah, we were responsible. So I mean, then if she was smoking weed, she was in Chicago. They have you can smoke, but it can't be under a certain amount or something. So, I mean, anyway, you gotta get off her back. Get off her back and get on this idiot's back, Trump. Oh, gracious Lord Almighty. Why, grand old party? Why are you all still? He came out talking about Second Amendment rights, and then he pretty much just urged the people. I wish I had it. I was looking for the actual copy of the speech, but basically he was like, the people I see who's going to have a problem with this is the Second Amendment people, and maybe you can go. Basically, he told them to go shoot Hillary Clinton. I mean, basically, I'm not even going to play. He basically was telling people who had to use their Second Amendment rights and go shoot Hillary Clinton. And I'm like, why are you still running? This whole campaign has reminded me of the movie The Campaign with Will Ferrell, where he punched the baby and he punched the dog and he was having an affair and he broke into the people's house and he stole the police car. This is the same thing with Trump. You keep doing things and you're still a candidate. Why? Oh my goodness. This is a angry 70-year-old with a bad stitched in hair job who was just out of control, has no political awareness, has no political knowledge. You are a failed businessman and you are a presidential candidate? Are you kidding me? They could have went and dug Reagan up instead of this monstrosity. It is just pathetic. Every time he talks, it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon. It's just, oh my gosh, he's a joke. And then he came out and he's like, you know what, America, if I don't win, it's okay. I'm like, you think? It's the lesser of two evils, but I'll take I don't want Hillary either. I'd rather have had Bernie Sanders. I'll never have him. But we'll take Hillary if she brings Bill. But you think we gonna cry if you lose? Oh gosh. And that's sad. People from the Republican Party are even like, man, can we switch to being Democrats right now? Because this dude here. Ugh. And Hillary has released her her tax statements and everything, and so they're like, well, she released hers, so you don't release yours. And he's like, no, I'm not going to. Like, you can't. You have to. Oh my goodness, he's just. Oh my gosh, I'm just so sick of him. I'm just. Okay. Now, when I was going to originally record my video, I saw this and I was like, okay, I got to delay. Because I'm like, one of my favorite TV shows. And I'm like, what is going on with the cast and former castmates of Criminal Minds? I love Criminal Minds. I have been a junkie. If I could be Vanellope Garcia and be able to hack into stuff the way she does, I would just be off the chain. Love it. I love that show. It's like up there, my top 10 shows. But I'm like, okay. Hotch, the actor who plays Hotch, Thomas Gibson, he was on Dharma and Greg, and he was the Chicago Hope, and he got into it with one of the writers, and he kicked the writer on set. I'm like, what was going on through your head? Did he look like C. Thomas Howell? Did you think that was the Reaper right there? I mean, what was going on? Were you still in character? I wanted to make so many excuses for him, but he kicked the writer, and they fired him. So he was like, I don't want to talk about it. He refused to give any details on that, but he did make a statement. I love Criminal Minds, and I have put my heart and soul into it for the last 12 years. I hope to see it through to the end, but it won't be possible now. I just would like to say thank you to the writers, producers, actors, and the amazing crew, and most importantly, the best fans that any show could ever have. And I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, what they gonna do? I'm like, are they gonna kill his character off? What are they gonna do with poor Hotch? And I'm like, man, now I don't even want to watch the show. Well, I stopped wanting to watch the show a while back because I'm like, man, all the good people are gone. Because I like Criminal Minds back when they had Prentice on there, and of course Samara Moore, and I like the old episodes before she got off, and then the chick that played in Big Love, she got on there. It was still okay, but it just kind of lost a little bit of that. And now I forget what day it even comes on, but yeah. And then Shamar Moore, he got robbed. This dude who was a guest star, an extra on Criminal Minds, they got cool or whatever, and he ended up stealing what, $60,000 from Samar Moore's it was a charity for, yeah, it was a charity for kids that have multiple sclerosis, for MS. I'm like, dang, what is going on with the cast of Criminal Minds? What else is gonna happen? Is Reed out there robbing liquor stores? I'm like, what is going on? I was just like, wow, I saw that. And then, okay, I'm gonna end this up because it's getting close to time for the Big Bang Theory, and that means it's my bedtime. Okay, talk about me, call me lame, I don't care. Simone Manuel, she broke down in tears because she is the first black woman to win an Olympic swimming gold medal. But she shared it. She shared it because she tied with the Canadian Penny. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name. But she first, I'm like, yep, swimming. I wish I knew how to swim because they are so. Oh my gosh, they are so like in the zone when they're doing it, and they're going so fast. And it's a shame I'm a Pisces and I do not know how to swim. It's a shame that I'm a 34-year-old woman and I don't know how to swim. I'm still floating with the kids, and not even in the deep end. I won't go. If it's over 5 feet, I'm not going in there. But I'll do a jacuzzi all day. But yeah, I thought that was amazing. I'm like, yay, go girl, go Samaya. And I was watching the other guys who were doing a high dive. The guy, and he just kind of, he went up in there and he just, boom, like blink. But yeah, so yeah, that's what's been going on this week. I'm gonna come back Tuesday with Spill the Tea Tuesdays, where I take the relationship advice that I get on social media and through my website and everything, and I share it. And the videos, they're made in advance, and they're really cool. If you have not checked them out, you need to check them out. You never know where I end up. I'm been in the White House. I'm been the Cowboy Stadium. I end up in some pretty neat places. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you're still checking out the weekly teas, because you know this is my thing. And make sure you're checking out my radio show with my co-host Cassandra Dixon and with the resident Dr. J.R. Reed on Wednesdays, every first and third Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on tmiradio.com. It's the experience, where we talk about what we have experienced, not what we, not what we heard. So you'd rather take it from somebody who's been there, done that, than somebody who's just read about it in articles, somebody who's really been through the trenches. I've been through some trenches, so I got a lot to say. But anyway, guys, tell me if I missed something, if something's going on, how you feel about this week's tea. I'm gonna drink some more water, watch The Big Bang Theory, and go to bed. And so I'll see you guys next week. Bye.